Here's an example of how you could do data logging over a long period of time. I'm going to click on Configuration, and the traditional method is what we call single, and with single you simply specify the sample size and the time interval. For continuous, which is the long-term data logging, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to click on that, and it says that the time interval has been adjusted to 409.6 microseconds. The limit is 102.4 microseconds per channel, and since I've got 4 channels here, that gets multiplied by 4 to make 409.6. Then all I have to do is specify whether I want to do it for an indeterminate period of time, in which case I would have to hit stop at the end, or if I want to do it for a continuous period of time. So I'm going to say I want to do it for a continuous period of time, and I could do, for example, 3 days, 12 hours, and 15 minutes if I wanted to do something like that. In the interest of time, I'm going to do a much shorter one, so I'm going to do 0 days, 0 hours, and 15 minutes. And I could also specify a number of seconds and even specify a fraction of a second if I wanted to. But in this case, I'm going to set it up for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to click Acquire, and it's going to start acquiring data. Now, in the interest of time, I'm going to cut out most of the time, and I'll only show you what it looks like at the very end. We will be able to tell when the acquisition is done by the fact that the Acquire button turns into a bright green triangle again. Right now it's grayed out, indicating that the acquisition is still in progress. Okay, you can see that the Acquire button is now a bright green triangle, which indicates the acquisition is done. I'm going to turn off the configuration screen here, and you can see that we've got 15 minutes of data showing on the screen. To zoom in, I'm going to grab one of the endpoints and just drag that in so that we're looking at less of the data. And I can do the same thing on this end. I can grab that and drag it in. Okay, and now you can start to see some more detail. I can then click zoom in to zoom in on a particular region with more detail and precision. And of course I can zoom out. And if I want, I can reset the zoom. I can also pick a particular area that I want to zoom into. So for example, I might want to zoom in on day 1, 0 hour, from 04 minutes and 0 seconds to day 1, 0 hour, 04 minutes, and let's say 12 seconds, 0.0000. Okay, and it rounds it as best it can. And there you go. So now I'm looking at a particular segment. And so that's the way that you can use the continuous mode and acquire and analyze a lot of data.